It is official. SEPTA's first wave of sweeping service cuts are now in effect. Thousands of commuters in and around the Philadelphia area will be feeling the impact over the coming days.
And this comes as a result of the transit agency's $213 million budget deficit. Pennsylvania state lawmakers failed to reach an agreement on public transit funding before SEPTA's self-imposed deadline earlier this month.
That means 32 bus routes are now eliminated and some buses will not run their typical routes anymore. There are also significant reductions in trips on all Metro rail services, including the end of special services like the Sports Express.
A 21.5% fare hike starts on September 1st. That's followed by regional rail cuts on September 2nd. Action News reporter Taronda Thomas is live at 69th Street Terminal in Upper Darby this morning, one of the spots impacted by today's cuts. Taronda.
Well, Leland, this is a transportation center, so a lot of people who are trying to get to a lot of different places connect through this center. And since this is day one, we've already seen an impact. I want to give you a look at people who are waiting for buses, trolleys, things to arrive. I have talked to some people, some who have been here for about 45 minutes or so, and they're saying that their routes are impacted. Some of the people I talked to say they don't even know how they're going to get home tonight because of services like the L stopping at 9 o'clock tonight. So this is already having a big impact. Let's talk about how we got here as we look at some of that video. You mentioned the $213 million budget shortfall. Over the past week or so, we've seen Republicans and Democrats in Harrisburg going back and forth, grappling over whether to reach a deal, each side proposing their own deal, pointing the finger at each other. In the end, it's the commuter who is caught in the middle. SEPTA had warned that these cuts would go into effect starting today if a deal was not reached. Now, these cuts start by cutting routes by about 20%. About 32 bus routes are going to be gone starting today, and this is only the beginning. Come January, there will be a 45% service cut total. Fares are also going to increase in September, about 21%. So some big changes coming from SEPTA. One official said it's the biggest change in a generation that they've seen in SEPTA, or several generations. Now, let's talk about today's impact, because one of the things that's going to be cut is the Sports Express. We have video showing the fact that the Phillies, they're playing this afternoon. So when that Sports Express service is cut, it means a lot of people who use those buses, trains, trolleys to get to the arena won't be able to have that to come back from Citizens Bank Park back and forth because that service is being cut. There's also a monster truck rally that's happening at Xfinity Mobile Arena. So a lot of activity today, and SEPTA saying that service is cut as of today.
Post-game on Sunday, we'll have our complement of Sunday service, which is 20% less than what we have, which I believe is about 5 trains, I think, on the whole line. Normally, we would have added 3 or 4 extra trains on top of our normal complement, but that won't happen. We've been in conversation with the Phillies, with the sports complex. They know what to expect. They are, as I understand it, communicating this with fans.
So those fans knowing what to expect, which some of those expectations include more traffic and also higher rates for ride shares. A couple of people I talked to say, they're anticipating those ride shares to have those surge prices at peak hours just because there's so much more demand. And this is just the first day of this happening. So a lot of people are worried what could happen as those days go on. Now, is there any remedy for this? Well, of course, if lawmakers come to an agreement, there can be. But SEPTA has said it will take at least a week to get things back on track, normal, if lawmakers do come to an agreement. So whatever that agreement date is, if it ever comes, add about a week to that, and then you could see possible service back to normal. But for as of now, places like the 69th Street Transportation Center definitely impacted by SEPTA cuts that go into effect today. We are live from Taronda Thomas, Channel 6 Action News.
Watching to see how all of this plays out. Thanks, Taronda.